There was a time when childhood moved slower, when days stretched long and imaginations were the only toys we needed. Now our homes hum with noise, plastic batteries, and bright colors and screens. Sometimes it feels like too much. There's beauty in less. What if less wasn't a loss? What if it was an invitation to breathe again, to notice again, to really see our children? Because when we clear the clutter, something quiet happens. Play deepens, laughter lingers, and connection returns. They no longer need to move from toy to toy, but they can build worlds out of what is left. A blanket becomes a fort, a stick becomes a sword, a handful of blocks an entire city. Less to distract them and more to become. Let's talk about the power of play for a minute. Children don't need more things. They need room for wonder. When every moment isn't filled with sounds or screens, boredom finds them. And boredom is a doorway to creativity, patience, problem solving, and peace. Open-ended toys like wooden blocks, silks, dolls, paints, etc. They ask something of the child. They whisper, "What could you make of me?" And in answering that question, our children grow. The gift of slowness. When we slow the noise of childhood, we slow ourselves too. We begin to see that parenting doesn't need to be about managing things. It can be about sharing moments. Fewer toys to tidy, fewer screens to compete with, more room to read one more story or make pancakes on a random Wednesday. To go outside after dinner just because the light looks beautiful. When we choose less, we find more of what we are missing. So here's a gentle beginning. If you're wondering where to start, start small. Gather the toys, watch which ones your children reach for, and which ones sit untouched. Set aside what no longer serves them, the broken, the noisy, the outgrown. Keep what builds, what invites, what lasts. Then look at your days. Find one moment, just one, where you can choose presence over distraction. A walk, a story, a quiet breakfast together. This is where it begins, not in perfection, but in intention. And when you've done that, this is the door to more. Minimalism with kids isn't about less joy. It's about more of the right kind. More curiosity, more creativity, more time, more peace. Because the truth is, when we strip away the excess, what's left is everything we were hoping for all along. A childhood that breathes, a home that hums softly, a family that has space to be, less to manage, less to buy, less to clean, and somehow, so much more love. One of the things I've loved most about embracing minimalism with kids is how it's opened the door to adventure. When there's less clutter in our day, there's more room for exploring, and somehow that always leads us outside. That's why I love my Saguaro barefoot shoes. They're simple, flexible, and built to move the way our feet were made to. So whether we end up chasing tadpoles at the creek, hiking a new trail, or just running around the yard, I'm always ready for wherever the day takes us. They're lightweight, easy to slip on, and honestly, they fit right into the minimalist lifestyle. One good pair that can do it all. If you're looking for shoes that keep up with real life, the messy, spontaneous, beautiful kind, I can't recommend Saguaro enough. If you allow it, adventure always finds you, and with Saguaro, you'll be ready to follow it. Find Saguaro at their lowest price of the year in the link below. The heart of it all. And maybe that's what this whole journey is about. Not the clutter, not the toys, not even the screens, but the space between it all. The pauses, the moments when our children come to us with muddy hands and wild ideas, and we have the margins to say yes. Minimalism isn't about taking things away. It's about making room for laughter around the table, for creativity that has time to unfold, for connection that isn't rushed. Our homes don't need to be picture perfect. They just need to breathe. Because when they do, our children do too. So that's why I choose slow. That's why I choose simple. And that's why I choose less. Not because we must, but because that's where more lives. More joy, more wonder, more life, waiting quietly beneath the noise. Because childhood was never meant to be managed. It was meant to be lived.